Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody, and welcome to What's Up Vlog episode 136. I've not got a GoPro camera side angle on today because I forgot to charge the GoPro basically, and I've tried using it with it plugged into the mains, but it's let me down more often than I care to mention. Right, I am now about to embark on week 3 workout 2 from Franklin Bespoke, and here it is. So let's quickly run through. Let me just turn the music down. Okay, so usual thing, squeaky helium voice, here we go.
WKG week 3 workout 2. Now, by now you should have a sparkling new FTP.
Yeah, kind of. I went up by 1 watt, but it is still a sparkling new FTP, I suppose.
The result will either scare you, disappoint you, or motivate you. Regardless of what it is, we're back to work, and with week 3 being so much fun so far, we're going to continue that with a bit of everything. You have to keep the mind motivated, and colours help that. A little sprint work followed by some power addition, and then end with some technique. Be sure to relax throughout, don't worry with what is ahead, trust the process and let the efforts come to you. Sprints, let's work on delivering the power evenly, either sitting down or standing up, and in that short rest period work on upper body movement and heart rate control. Power addition, as the power goes up, the cadence comes down. Firstly, it should feel awkward and a little uncomfy as you are stressing the legs, making them work. Ramp, you will be tired by now, and this is the most important time to think about breathing, heart rate control and upper body movement. Stress points 64.
Right, this sounds like absolute hell. I did my 2-for-1 ride this morning as well, which doesn't help, but right, so looking at this, we got a ramp up to 180 watts, then 30-second bursts of 268 watts, back down to 168, up to 190, then 3 minutes at 212, and then 2 minutes at 235. A rest at 8 minutes of 168. Then we drop back down and ramp up to 212 again before a 10-minute cool down. Alright, well, I think the sprints are the things that are going to wake me up and determine how well the rest of this will go. But, alright, looks interesting. Stop talking, give it a crack. What route? Do you know what? I might do the flat volcano route today, or the volcano circuit. That passes the time quite quickly for me. So we will give that a go. Click ride. Erg mode was selected. Alright, let's try and up my cadence a bit. Let the driver wake itself up. And we are rolling. 5,500 people on ZWIFT tonight. It's always good to see. I know one of them is Mr. Jesper Anku, who's doing another Franklin workout. I was just watching his live stream, and I've been so busy today, but I was putting this off. I knew I had to try and get this workout done. I've actually got 2 that need to be done by Saturday, today being Thursday, and we've got a race on Saturday, so I was really putting this one off. But watching Jesper suffer on his workout, I realised I really need to get on and do it myself. So here we are. So I shouldn't really be chatting, but while I'm warming up, I'll just have a quick look back on the FTP test that I did the other day on, when was it, Tuesday. My initial reaction was disappointment, because obviously the increase was 1 watt, so as marginal as you can possibly get. But on reflection, that disappointment's actually faded quite a bit. There were quite a few positives that I took out of that. The main one being is that my previous FTP figure was actually from a race and not from a test. And my previous actual FTP test, I only got 194. So from that point, the increase is quite considerable. And what I kind of decided, I don't know whether I'm trying to sort of justify what is a slightly disappointing figure or not, but I decided there were a few very key contributing factors. One of them was that it was a really silly idea to live stream it, because my resting heart rate from the second I pressed go live was way above what my normal resting heart rate was anyway, so that definitely didn't help. But I actually just don't respond well to those kind of tests. So following a couple of messages on the group, the forums and the groups, I kind of decided I'm going to do a bit of an experiment with these at some point, where I will privately do some FTP tests and use different tactics. I'll space them out so that I've got plenty of rest time in between. But using different tactics and try and, obviously I'll take into account any fitness improvements or declines that are made in that time as well, but really just to try and establish if there's a better technique in terms of the strategy. Because someone made a really good point that if my FTP, the biggest increase I've had recently was during a race, you could potentially treat that final 20-minute test as a race. And most races on ZWIFT, as most of you will know, you absolutely fire out of the gate. Then there's a kind of a cooling off period where things just settle down a little bit, and then you're usually required to dig in for a pretty intense sprint towards the end. So obviously the way I did it on the last one, technically that sounds absolutely spot on, to sort of start at a reasonably comfortable level and try and ramp up from there. Makes total sense, and it might prove to be absolutely the best way. But I'm definitely going to have another go. I'll do it that way again without the pressure of live streaming, but I will also try this sort of hard sprint, ease off in the middle to recover, and then go for it again towards the end to see how it compares, and maybe just try a few other techniques for doing the test. But I think that could make quite an interesting experiment. Right, so my warm-up at 140 watts is at an end already. So we're now going up to 180 for 30 seconds. And this is the point where I probably really should shut up and be prepared to start putting some power in.
I can't be who you want to.
Thank you, Kenny, for the ride on. Great to see you. Luckily this ramp is starting lower than the 180 watts that I was just doing, so drop back down again for 4 minutes and 45 seconds, and we will now start building up. Hey, thank you, Dave Crook, and I missed the name that just came up before Dave's. I think it might have been Andreas Detail. Thank you guys for the ride-ons. And Mr. T. James, Lion Rock Cycling. Thank you, buddy. Great to see you all. Okay, got 30 seconds to the first of my 10 30-second sprints, and my heart rate's just come back on, which is handy. As I've done on previous workouts, I'm going to do one seated, one standing, and alternate all the way through. So I'll start with a seated one, which means I should probably try and get the cadence up. 270 watt sprints. Here we go.
Piece of the puzzle that doesn't quite sit. I'm like a square in the hole that just don't fit.
I had the usual erg mode issues with the drivo. As we've learned in previous videos, the best way to do a standing sprint in erg mode, let this cadence drop down, let the resistance tighten right up. Here we go. Oh, my heart rate's gone again.
And I know exactly who I wanna be. I wanna live my life for me, and I'm not hiding from it.
My heart rate's back, and it's bloody high. It's a bit of a worry.
Life can't be so you step outside the usual, in the cracks of the ground, a rose will grow, because life can be so beautiful.
Heart rate at 190. I think that's actually my monitor playing up as much as anything. But it's making my heart rate go up, thinking that my heart rate's that high.
It's a cold world, and I wonder where I fit in, because sometimes life's a sentence, not a paragraph.
Oh, my legs are feeling incredibly tired today, I've got to say. A little bit numb and lifeless. Last one though. Out of the saddle.
A paragraph, but in prison, and I'm past due on extensions. I only wanna be different. Chase with Red Bull and ambition. Yup.
All right, that's those sprints done. Oh, definitely feeling the effects of the other rides I've done this week, without a doubt. What's next? 3 minutes at 170. Oh. Okay, 90 RPM, which is good for me. Although the driver hasn't whacked my power up yet, so I'm just spinning at a lighter resistance than I should be, I think. There we go, it's caught up now. Hey, Coach Fulford. Hello mate, thank you for the ride on. See, that's naughty, you're going to tell me off for talking now, but you're the reason I spoke. I can honestly say I don't think this is going to end well today. I can actually feel cramp already, which does not bode well when I start doing 2 minutes at 235 watts, if I even get that far. Hey, Mr. Darren Hunter. Hello, buddy. Thank you very much for the ride on, just as I get swamped by what I think is the KISS race, the A category. So I just saw Mr. Kim Little, Tim Cartwright, all come flying through, and I recognise those names from the A cat in the KISS races. Alright, cadence change coming soon apparently. I'm assuming this is going to be a slow your legs, high grind. Okay, 20 seconds. And what I'm expecting for this next 5-minute block is the resistance to tighten up and cadence to be slower, to simulate kind of a climb. And I'll be in and out of the saddle. It's what I'm thinking based on the original description. So let's see. So here we go. 190 watts, 80 RPM.
Yup.
Michael Collins, Team Type 1. Great to see you, my friend. I hope you're keeping well. And M.E. Man, is that Emmanuel Pearson? Reading between the lines, I think that could be. Thanks for a ride on, buddy. Good to see you. Alright, no more chatting. And there's Mrs. Collins. Great to see you, Zoe. Thanks for the ride on. Okay. It's swallowed up by a load of KISS racers again as I come to the end of this block, and another cadence change is imminent and another wattage change. So 215 watts. What's the cadence going to be? Whoa, slow.
Life can be so beautiful if you step outside the...
Struggling to find my rhythm at 75. That's why the power's up and down all over the place. I think I got it now.
In the cracks of the ground, the rose will grow, because life can be so beautiful.
Okay, Final power hike coming up. That really is a grind now. At 70 RPM. Oh, that's tough. As you can see, from my heart rate and my face. Last 30 seconds. Gotta get my heart under control. Oh man, that was tough. Thank you, John, for the ride on. Great to see you. Love your new canyon, by the way. Looks absolutely stunning. Heart rate should be recovering. Yeah, it is. Slowly, but yeah. Good shout, Tim. You clearly do know your stuff. My heart rate's recovering, but I am worried I'm going to get cramp in my right calf. It's not where I normally get it, if I'm honest. Feeling this one, guys. This one hurts. I'm thinking about everything but the pain in my legs. If that helps. You know, I need to try and concentrate on breathing, upper body, and spinning nice smooth round circles. Hey, Mr. Oliver Higby, hello buddy. Thanks for the ride on, good to see you. So 30 seconds of this block, and I've got a 10-minute ramp up. I can't remember where the ramp starts. I think it drops down. I bloody hope so. I need a little bit of a breather. Okay, so we're about to find out exactly where this ramp begins. 3, 2, 1. Oh, lovely. 120, I can do that. You do have a heart, Tim. Yep, check my heart rate. Down to 165, 164, which is about as good as it's been so far since the very beginning. 162, nice and relaxed. Just trying to keep my upper body still. It's deceptive on my camera over there because it's at an angle. I usually have it directly ahead of me, so it's easier to keep track of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to relax my upper body and hope that that will keep it steadier. Up to 140 watts now. I might turn off this route and get bored. We're in the final minute. We're up at 200 watts. Managed to contain my heart rate slightly. It's going up now while I'm talking. Last 30 seconds, 35 seconds. 220 watts for this last 20 seconds. And we can cool it down. What? Still 200 watts for the cool down. Oh, that's just horrible. That is the cruelest thing you've done so far, Tim. I don't like that. Apparently it's getting easier now. I'm not sharing that sentiment at the moment. Still feels horrible. Right now, you guys know what to expect on the cool down on week 3 workout 2 now. It's not a cool down at all. Let's just carry on pretty much as you were. 160, that should help me get my heart rate back a bit. I need to get out of the saddle, my backside's killing me. Oh, down to 140. Nice. It's a bit more manageable. Oh dear. Alright, I think I'm going to take a little longer to get my breath before I can summarise and wrap up this video. So bear with me. Okay, so 120 watts. Heart rate's coming back down. I can breathe and talk again. Just about. Alright, summary. That was horrible. It wasn't far off doing the FTP test again. It's not. I'm sure it's not just that workout. It's a culmination of everything that's gone before it this week. And I wasn't fancying it. I wasn't feeling it at all today. But as I mentioned earlier, I was watching Jesper doing his one and thought, you know, I've got to do it. What I think this has convinced me to do is not do a workout tomorrow. Have a complete rest day for my race on Saturday, and do the final workout for week 3 on Sunday after the race. I wouldn't normally do it that way, but this race is really important. It's the final stage of the league, and albeit I can't win the category, my position within the top sort of 7 or 8 places, I think it is under serious threat from quite a few riders. So I need to be able to defend that position, even if it means I'm going to wheel suck those riders all the way around the course, and try and hopefully deprive them of some points near the end. But I absolutely have to make it to the finish at the very least. So I think I'll do that. Anyway, the workout, whoa, really tough. Again, it's the 10-30 second sprints at the beginning. Took the wind out of my lungs, and then recovering from that was pretty hard. But it's probably fair to say that this being the least enjoyable workout I've done so far, almost certainly going to be the most beneficial. And I absolutely dread to think what workout 3 of week 3 is going to be. Anyway, sorry about the flat demeanour, but this is as much enthusiasm as I can muster today. But that doesn't take away from how grateful I am for these workouts. So again, Tim Fulford, Franklin Bespoke, thank you very, very much for these. This isn't sponsored or anything, by the way, but the generosity of Tim does make me feel like it would be wrong of me not to say, please go and check out the Franklin Bespoke Facebook page. There are loads of free workouts on there, but more importantly, Tim does a fantastic tailored workout such as this one, based on exactly what you want to achieve, what you're capable of, what you'd like to be capable of. The prices are incredibly reasonable. I'm not going to lie, yes, I'm being very generously gifted this one, but I absolutely 100% would pay for it. And like I say, this isn't sponsored, just so happens that Tim does a fantastic job and has been incredibly generous to me and the entire team. So please go and check them out, see what's on offer, see what you think they can do for you. I'm certain they have a package they can tailor for exactly your requirements, and hopefully start feeling the benefits. I don't feel like I am at the moment, but that's just because of that's me. That's nothing to do with these workouts. That's me doing too much in too short a space of time. So I'm not maximising the advantage of these, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm rambling again. One final ramble. If you haven't seen it, I'll get a nosebleed again. I know. And if you haven't seen it, I've posted up details of the new ultra endurance race called the RAS, or Race Across Zwift. There are details on the forum. There's a YouTube video about it on this channel, and the website where you can register for it. And it promises to be a serious test of your mettle, your legs, your lungs, just about everything else. It's basically a race across every available route currently on Zwift. There are 29 of them, 899 kilometers, 12,400 meters of climbing, and you have to complete that within 14 days. But I'm not going to go on, I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Go and check it out on the website, teamwkg.com, or through the WKG Facebook group, or like I say, there's a video on this channel called RAS. So go and check it out. Thanks to everybody that's already registered for it, and some of you have actually already started, so well done. Good luck, and I'll be really interested to monitor your progress throughout. So, right, that is it. Why am I standing up, grinding up a hill? This is what... Stupid. I finished. Right. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Tim, again. I'm going to go and have a shower, pass out. Ciao.